Well, today is D-Day and I'm going to be bleaching my hair, getting ready to dye it silver after a few processes, but today will be the first process of bleaching and toning, and so I wanted to take this before shot to show where I'm at. So this is February and I've been growing it out since September. I'm back for the second step. I have put coconut oil in all of my hair, and I have sort of sectioned off the parts that I plan on dyeing or bleaching, and also a little bit of different techniques for some different sections. So first in the back I have it in a ponytail. That part is not going to be bleached at all. The sections that are down hanging around the front of my face, these are probably going to be the lightest that are going to receive, and so they will actually get bleached all the way to the root. And but to do that sort of thing, what you're going to do is you always want to bleach mid-shaft first, and because the ends take longer to develop, and so we'll do that all the way around and then go back and get closer to the head because the heat from your head makes it develop quicker. And also I believe virgin hair, so that's of course going to be closer to my head, that bit that I have grown out, that will take easier than hair that's been dyed over as well. So all this bit that's been hanging out, and also this top part as well, which is really kind of the center part that when I part my hair it'll fall over the top. That's kind of like the top layer of my hair. That will also be same kind of deal, the bleached light. The two sections on the sides, since those are kind of underneath the hair, there's no need to really take it all the way into the root. We're just really going to go to where my grow out is and take it from there on down. So I'm ready for the next step. Alright, I am back after the bleach, and this is the result. In the areas of my hair that I chose to bleach, and then I'm going to eventually work towards getting silver, it is where I already have my natural gray hair showing through. And then I also want to be able to, when I pull my hair back into a ponytail, have it for the most part be that all silver. And then, my hair will be two-toned because I have this sort of band of natural white that's growing through, but then the back part of my hair is dark. So that's just the way it is. So I have naturally two-toned hair, and so my way here is to now kind of find a way to make a look of it and find a way to make it look good. That's part of the thing about going gray altogether, is your hair color, my goal is to not look young, my goal is to look good. And if I think I can get my hair and start growing in my natural color and get away from the dye, as long as I can keep my hair healthy and can style it good, keep up with my makeup and things like that, then it's about looking good, not looking young. I'm in my 40s. I should not try to look like I'm in my 20s because that invariably fails. You should figure out how to look good for your age. Alright, on to some practical issues. So today is Sunday, and by the way, at that first clip I said it was February. I messed up. This is like the end of the first week in March. I stopped dyeing my hair about mid-September. So it is now the end of the first week in March, and you saw I had probably about 3 to 4 inches of grow out. I cut my hair in November. I had initially planned to bleach my hair back then, but I got a really cute haircut and I said, oh, this looks pretty good. But then I probably had, again, from September to November, about that much grow out, and I said it looked pretty good. So I just, if you have a stylish haircut, it doesn't really matter that you're having things like that. And then as I started to get more grow out, and then I got another cut that I told you I got the layered, I did that in about January. And then so now here it is at the beginning of March, I'm deciding that I want to go ahead and do the bleach. Since I was planning on doing it today, today's Sunday, the last time I washed my hair was on Thursday. So that is one of the hardest things about this process, because that's the natural oils from your hair are going to protect your head from the burning of the bleach. And it's kind of nasty going those few days without washing your hair. You saw in the previous clip I did go ahead and put coconut oil on it, and I'm using 30, and a lot of people show you the product. I'm not going to go too much, I'll just tell a little bit. I will say this was the one thing, if my hair's a little funky, is because I got freaked out. I use this 30 volume clear, and I was not prepared, you know, I watched other videos and I wasn't prepared for how thin it was, and so I freaked out. And when I was scooping the powder, I kind of used like heaping scoopfuls, and then it like fluffed up and it got thick. And so I think if you just if you plan on using this instead of the one with the red label that's cream, don't get freaked out about it. Just go with your measurements. And that was the other thing, to make sure I had enough, I used a half cup, because 2 ounces is a quarter of a cup. So I used a half cup of this, and then I did 2 scoops of the powder, which again, just use level scoops, do not necessarily make them heapy. The other, again, just a product note, I'm not going to hold it up close to the thing, but I did use Wella Color Charm T14. If you see a lot of other videos, the T18 is a pretty popular one, and it was between that and T14, so they're going to be pretty close. This one was just pale ash blonde. Other tips and stuff like that. I guess that's part of why I'm doing this, is because there are a billion videos. So why is this one different? This one's different. First of all, it's one of the few ones to show the stuff with the coconut oil, so I did that. One of the things I did forget to pick up at Sally's is a protein treatment, so probably I will get that later in this upcoming week and do one of those, although my hair didn't feel horrible when I rinsed out the bleach. So doing the Wella on there now was kind of really funny. It felt really slimy while I was putting it in. Oh, smell. Obviously bleach is going to smell like bleach, and it's pretty strong. And then I don't know what I expected this to smell like, but it's quite strong too, and this smells like your regular hair dye. Here it is. This is the awkward phase of bleaching. It's after the first bleach. As you can see, I got the top pretty light, but you got this orange stuff going on, and you really do have to kind of live with that for a while, because I'm not going to damage my hair completely by like waiting a week and then bleaching it the second time. I'm going to try to go till the end of April if I can. I will say that the T14 toner, I don't think did too much. I mean, this I expected it to be kind of a ash blonde on top, because this is pretty light, but it's still pretty yellow. So what I'm going to do is, today's Monday, tomorrow, I'm going to put on one of my wigs, so like I said, have a backup plan, and you guys can take a look at that. And then also, I am going to go ahead and buy the T18 toner and the protein treatment, although my hair feels great. It feels like I didn't do anything to it. And back in November, when I thought I was going to bleach for the first time, I did use a color oops to try to, I thought I'd take a chance and try to remove some of my old dye buildup. And it really didn't do anything for me. I know other people have great reviews on it, and so I won't slam it or anything like that. I'm just saying, for me, whatever, it didn't work especially well. It didn't really do anything, and it made my hair feel terrible, because you have to like rinse it for a really long time and do like several rinses and all this kind of, you rinse, you wash, and rinse and wash for like an hour and a half or something. It's a really long time, and my hair felt horrible. It felt horrible after that. And so compared to that and the bleaching that I did, you know, again, keep in mind that this up here where it's really light, that's virgin hair, and so it hasn't had any processing. But even my stuff down here, obviously where it's oranger, that has been previously processed and everything, and it feels completely fine. So I'm very happy with it. It's worth it to have orange hair, to not have fried it off. So we will show you tomorrow, Tuesday, with one of my wigs on, and play around with that a little, and then I'll come back with a review of that T18 toner. See you then.